Welcome back to LPHumananatomika. In this session, I will be discussing basic tissues and overview of the human body. Have you any time thought how human body is formed and what is it made of? Just imagine your body forming from a single cell called zygote, converting itself into multi-millions of cells to form the body. Have you ever imagined it? Isn't it so amazing? The Creator making the human beings unique from all other creatures, which took millions of years for us to reach what we are now. In this session, we will understand the 4 basic tissues of the body and the organization of the cells, tissues, organ systems of the human body. The complex human body shows 5 levels of structural organization, starting from the cells and the basic tissues to the organs and the organ systems, and all of this together making the human body. The cells are the structural and functional units of the body. This undifferentiated cell called stem cell can differentiate into any type of cell which will function to the needs of the body. Example, the epithelial cells, connective tissue cells. For example, fibroblasts are the connective tissue cells, one of the connective tissue cells. Red blood cells also a part of connective tissue cells. Then there are special connective tissue cells like chondrocytes, osteocytes, etc. Muscle cells which are called as myocytes, neurons also called as nerve cells. The groups of cells with similar structure and functions comprise the basic tissues of the body, which are epithelial tissue, connective tissue, muscular tissue and nervous tissue or the neural tissue. When do we call cells as epithelial tissue? The epithelium is a layer or layers of cells resting on the basement membrane. It lines the external and the internal surface of the body cavities and of hollow viscera. The epithelia also line the secretory units and ducts of exocrine glands, kidney tubules, lung, alveoli, etc. The chief functions of epithelial tissue are protection, absorption and secretion. The connective tissue serves the function of connecting and supporting the different basic tissues and organs of the body. It is widely distributed in the body and acts as packing material. The impaired structure and function of the connective tissue is the cause of some disorders of connective tissue. In inflammation of any organ, it is the connective tissue that acts as a battleground for the fight between the infecting agents and the immune cells in the connective tissue. Okay, so some of the immune cells are macrophages, plasma cells, white blood corpuscles, etc. The muscular tissue is composed of elongated muscle cells called myocytes or muscle fibers. The muscle fibers are the basic units of muscle and aggregate to form a muscle. The muscle fibers are equipped in their cytoplasm with contractile proteins called actin and myosin. These proteins are filamentous in nature and hence are called myofilaments. The main function of the muscle is contraction for performing mechanical work like locomotion, movements of hand, facial expression, pumping action of heart and peristaltic movement of intestines. The neural tissue is composed of specialized cells called neurons, which are supported by neuroglial cells. The neurons receive the information from external and internal environment via the sensory fibers of the peripheral nerves. Just think somebody pinched you in the arm. The pain sensations from the arm travel through the sensory fibers to the brain. This information is processed and integrated in the central nervous system. Once processed, the response or the command from the central nervous system is transmitted to the effector organs for desired effect through motor fibers. The effector organ or part might be the muscles in the arm or muscles in the lower limb, so that you push the person or you move away from the person immediately. So in this way, the nervous tissue governs and coordinates the functions of all other organs of the body. Why are they called basic tissues of the body? Any guess? It is for the following reasons. Okay. So we had seen all the 4 basic tissues of the body. So have you thought why are they called as basic tissues? It is for these following reasons. They are present throughout the body. They have their unique functions. Without these tissues, functioning of the body will be handicapped. The epithelium covers and lines the body surfaces and performs protection, absorption and secretions in the body. The connective tissue binds different parts in the body. It fills up all the spaces in the body like a packing material. The muscular tissue is the only tissue which brings motor activities of the body, whether it is locomotion or talking or eating. You name any action, muscular system is in the forefront. Nervous tissue is very much needed for our thinking, interpretation of signals, bringing actions and responses. Isn't it true? If the muscle has to act and bring about movement of walking, nervous system is very much needed. It has to send signals to the muscles in the lower limb for bringing the action of walking. Okay, this is just one example. Now, how are these 4 basic structures organized in the body? The different types of basic tissues together make up the organs. The proportion of amount of the 4 tissues might differ in different organs, but all the 4 tissues are present. For example, if you take lung, it is lined by epithelium. The epithelial cells and other structures in lung are bound together by connective tissue. It has smooth muscles, which is very less, and nerves to bring the action of respiration. Okay. So, whether you take stomach, intestine, heart, kidney, urinary bladder, any organ or part of the body, all the 4 tissues are present. The specific group of organs work in uniformity to perform a specific function, okay, and forms the organ systems. All the organs should cooperate with each other for the proper functioning of that particular system. For example, if you take central nervous system, the cerebrum, brainstem, cerebellum, spinal cord, all these should coordinate with each other to bring a specific action. Okay. Same way in the digestive system, to name a few organs, there are many other organs in the digestive system. To name a few here, esophagus, stomach, intestine, these should coordinate with each other. Urinary system, kidney, ureter, urinary bladder, they have to coordinate with each other, okay, to produce the urine, then transfer it to the urinary bladder and throw it away from the body through the urethra. So, to take all these actions together, all these organs should coordinate with each other. Various organs, okay, and organ systems capable of carrying out basic life processes comprise the entire human being. The brain is present inside the skull cavity. The thoracic cavity lodges esophagus, trachea, heart and lungs. The abdominal cavity contains the digestive system, the parts of urinary system, to name a few organs and organ systems. 3/4 of abdominal cavity is filled with organs forming digestive system. The pelvic cavity has urinary bladder in both sexes, but reproductive organs are specific. Reproductive organs like testes, male ducts are present in the pelvic cavity of the male, and reproductive organs like uterus, uterine tubes, ovary are present in the pelvic cavity of females. The rest of the body is filled with bones and muscles as in upper and lower limbs. The walls of the abdomen, the chest, okay, head and neck. So all these are filled with the bones and muscles, along with connective tissue which fills the gaps throughout the body. So how do we study all these in the human body? So through the whole course of anatomy in the first year, the complete human body will be dealt mainly under different sections like gross anatomy, histology, embryology, osteology, surface anatomy and radiological anatomy. All these will be dealt in detail through the successive sessions. To get a glimpse of it, gross anatomy is the study of structures which can be seen through naked eyes. It will be studied region wise. The different regions usually studied in order with the help of dissection in a cadaver or dead body are upper limb, lower limb, thorax, head and neck, brain, abdomen and pelvis. Now what is dissection? Dissection is the cadaver will be cut open to study the parts of the human body through the first year. It might take around less than a year to complete the dissection of the whole human body. When we take thin slices of section of any part of the body, process it and observe under the microscope to identify the minute details of the organs or the parts, it is called histology. The knowledge of histological structure of the organs is important and helps us to understand the functions of the specific parts. It is also necessary to understand the pathological changes occurring in the tissues in various diseases. It is important for us to understand normal histology. Embryology deals with how the complete individual is formed from a single zygote. Osteology deals with the study of bones of the whole body. Surface anatomy deals with the marking of structures on the skin of the body to trace the deep structures. For example, to trace or locate the heart, points are marked on the chest and are joined together to locate it. During heart surgeries, you should know where to mark the points and locate the heart in order to incise the thoracic wall and approach it. Imaging anatomy is the section which deals with the inner parts of the body with the help of machines, okay, like X-ray machines, CT scan machines, MRI scans, okay. Okay, so that is about the basic tissues and overview of the human body, and the summary of this basic tissues and overview of the human body will be dealt in the next session. See you there. Before you leave, share your lessons learned in the comment box. Thank you. If you like the video, hit the like button. If you have not yet subscribed, subscribe to the channel and hit notification button. Join my private Facebook community where like-minded students will support, discuss, encourage and push each other towards reaching the goal. For link, visit the description area. Thank you for watching.